Hey guys, Red Light Anime here. My name's Scott.
I'm Devin.
Okay,
Okay, cut that. That was cringe. I almost puked.
dude, you have to get over it. It's gonna be so cringe. There's no way you can say Red Light Anime without cringing.
All that, I almost puked right there.
Oh shit! So the episode starts off with Boruto sitting back in his chair, and it's been a couple weeks since the attack. And at this point, he's worried because his eye hasn't activated since.
So after all that happens in the beginning, it cuts to Shino going outside class with the whole class, and it's about them picking teams to do this training, like capture the flag type deal. And the team ends up being Boruto, Mitsuki, and Metal Lee, and they end up having to fight or train against Ino Shikacho, which is Chocho, Shikadai, and Inojin. And so it cuts back to that later in the episode, but that's the main three right there is Mitsuki, Metal Lee, and Boruto. After they pick the three teammates for the capture the flag game or training, it cuts to Boruto walking in the house and Naruto's sitting there, and Boruto is shocked that he's kind of home so early because he doesn't expect Naruto to be home until late at night when he's already in bed pretty much, because that's what he's used to. And he wants to ask Naruto about the class rep and why she isn't at school anymore. And it starts off, Boruto asks him, and Naruto gives him kind of like a bullshit answer, but Boruto really knows what's going on behind the scenes because he was there, as in the previous episode. And so Boruto kind of gets angry at Naruto because he thinks Naruto can just do whatever he wants and not think of the well-being of the village, but Naruto has to think of everybody in the village, not just what Boruto wants. And so Boruto gets kind of angry, and it's just them bickering, and it shows kind of the relationship Boruto has with his dad before the movie gets animated. Okay, now I want to talk about the whole fight in the capture the flag game.
I just remember they were fighting, and then somebody said, "We're all looking at you, Metal Lee," and then that's when Metal Lee got taken out.
So Shikadai yelled at Metal Lee. It was like everybody's watching you because he knows that's Metal Lee's weakness. Because like if people watch him, he can't perform, but if people don't watch him, he's actually like really fucking strong. So.
And then was it Inojin that took him out after that?
Those
things.
Yeah, he like made this jutsu. He like made one of his like jutsus on his scrolls, and it popped into Mitsuki, and then Shikadai used that to get the shadow paralysis jutsu on him. And actually Boruto tried to like disrupt their jutsu, but then Inojin like got the backup, so that's why the Ino Shikacho like is so good together.
When Mitsuki looked up at Boruto and said, "Can I try something new?"
Yeah.
And then he spit something out of his mouth, which I'm pretty sure was a kunai.
Was that? I have a question. Do you think was that like a jutsu or what was that? Because you can't just hold a kunai in your throat.
I don't know. I mean, Orochimaru had a whole sword in his mouth. So.
Yeah, true. Is that just like one of the like if you have like, you know how he can like extend his arms and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like that might be one of the abilities where he can like maybe like put shit in his stomach or something like that? I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably find out more about that when we get like a Mitsuki arc, you know?
And then literally right after that is when Mitsuki said, "Fuck all you," and then chopped that shit in half. The whole thing fell down, and then Boruto grabbed the flag and they won.
Yeah.
And then scene pans over to Shino standing there. Everybody was worried because they're all worrying about Sumeri. And then she's sitting behind the thing. And then she slowly gets the nerve to walk up, and then they all greet her. And then she seems really complacent with everybody. And she looks over at Boruto, and like he seems really like, you know, distant. And then he like smiles at her, and that's when she like starts crying.
Yeah, but the weird thing to me was like, yeah, she like tried to explode the village. Technically, she didn't hurt anybody. No one got hurt. But how? I don't see like Shikadai. You think he would like think like, yeah, she didn't kill anybody. She has some remorse. but like she still made the attempt to hurt people. Like I don't like. You think people would be more hesitant to accept her so quickly? Like I feel like that's just like a little like plot hole maybe. Like maybe they didn't have enough time to put it in the episode. Like I don't know. Like that's just weird to me.
I mean, Obito got accepted really quickly after what he did.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like that gets passed down from like Naruto to Boruto. Like how Boruto is so like
Loyal to friends.
Yeah, loyal to friends and accepting, and how he does talk no jutsu to everybody to get them to change their mind, you know?
Yeah. And then right after that is when what everybody's been waiting for is to see Sasuke.
Yeah, I was like super excited about that. That was super lit. I was so happy.
He stays really distant even with Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is Naruto came to show him the scroll of I think it's the Genzo to know. I don't really
Tensei or something like that. I don't know how to
it's the scroll for new.
Yeah.
And then it's helping him find the space-time where Kaguya existed. The first like few minutes of Boruto the movie, and he's fighting them people, that's where he's at. He's actually at Kaguya's palace in that dimension.
Yeah, so this is like, this whole arc is leading up to, this arc and next arc are leading up to the Boruto movie.
Mm-hmm.
So this arc, I forget what this arc is called, do you know?
This one right here, or?
Yeah, this arc.
I don't know what this arc's actually called.
I don't know the arc name of this, but it was like a 14 episode arc or something like that. And then I think 15 episode arc, and then there's gonna be fillers until 19 when Gaiden gets animated. And then after Gaiden, is that when the Boruto movie is that when they implement the Boruto movie? Or implant the Boruto movie after Gaiden? So this is all leading up to the Boruto movie.
The most emotional part of this episode is when Sasuke was like, he asked Naruto if he would tell Sakura something for him. And then he said to tell Sakura that he was sorry. And then whenever he left, Naruto was like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I didn't really understand that too well. If you can explain it to me, because I know it's probably what I took from it is that Naruto's sorry that he's not out there with him, or is it Naruto's sorry that he's not the one doing that, why Sasuke gets to spend time with his family?
Actually, I think that one, I think it's a little bit of both, because I think he'd like to be out there with him just because, you know,
yeah,
he probably misses him.
Because they're best friends. Yeah. I mean, the whole series is about Naruto chasing Sasuke, honestly.
The entire, like, 500 episodes plus.
Yeah.
After that, it cuts to Toneri standing in what appears to be a different dimension, and he says that he just got done closing the gate that New opened. And after he said he closed the gate, he said something which kind of puzzled me at first, and I rewatched it, and it started to make a little bit more sense. He said, Jugon, which is how I think you're going to pronounce it, I'm not sure. Jugon's turn won't be coming up for a while. Which I think that confirms his eye's name finally.
Yeah.
Because you know, he said, however, it's only temporary, and right now Boruto's eye's not reactivating temporarily.
Yeah. I think it's his eye too, but we'll have to see. It might be a jutsu like Madara wanted to cast or something like that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. It's all up in the air right now. It's all speculations, but I think it is his eye, because I think you told me this, that it's got Gon at the end. So like Sharingan, Tenseigan, Rinnegan, and like Byakugan, all these other ones end with Gon. So I think it is like some type of visual jutsu that Boruto's gonna have. So, but we'll just have to see. I think they're gonna do a time skip after Gaiden, or after the Boruto movie is supposed to be put into the series.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have Gaiden, Boruto movie where that's supposed to be inserted. And then after that, there should be maybe a time skip or something like that. But we'll have to see. So the very last scene, you see Momoshiki and his father Kinshiki like sitting in another dimension, and it pretty much tells you that they're planning to attack Earth and try to get their chakra. And so pretty much it just leading you up to the Boruto movie. And so that was pretty much the ending. So now we're gonna rate this episode. For episode 15 of Boruto, I would rate this I'd say a 8 out of 10 or a 8.5, just because they gave you what Boruto's eye might be called, and they gave you Sasuke and all this stuff at the end. So mine would be an 8.5.
I'm gonna have to say, since the entire beginning to me was kind of boring, I'm gonna give it like a 6. But that's just the first half. But if it was based on just the end, it'd be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I've been waiting 15 weeks to see Sasuke in this.
Yeah, I think an 8.5, because I just split it. So like the beginning was kind of like a 6 kind of, and then I just bumped it up to an 8.5 because you got all that like compact action, like storytelling stuff at the end. So this was all around a pretty good episode.
Yeah, it was pretty good. This channel is going to be based around anime recaps, anime reviews, and hopefully even some debates with our friend group that we have. And that's about it. Thanks for watching the video.